Anurag, it's very fitting that Bollywood's consummate poet of darkness should recommend a vampire movie. Why do you think Let the Right One In is required viewing?
I have a problem with vampire movies. They put me off. I don't watch vampire movies. I don't watch blood and gore hostel kind of movies. The thing is, like, I went to see Let the Right One In because I was going through Film Comment magazine. And it was somewhere there in the top 6. I said, I've never heard of this movie. Normally, in the sense, I follow world cinema so much. And I get films even before any part of the world they're released in, and I watch them. I said, this is one movie that I never read about. Then I read the Sight and Sound magazine, and among the top 10, so many people have recommended it that it was at number 6 at the top 10 movies of the year. So I had to start chasing this movie, and I chased this movie all the way to New York. I took Rajkumar Gupta, my director of Amir, with me, and he is also like, oh, vampire movie, why the hell do you want to see a vampire movie? We sat down, it was anything but a vampire movie. We just could not get up from us. Normally the vampire stories and everything, they have lots of these attachments to it. You know, they always have to deal with sex. This film stays away from all the categorizations of a vampire movie. It stays away from the blood and gore. It stays away from all that thing. It's almost like a coming of age story. Then there's this sequence where, in the sense, they do not dwell on the possibilities of what she can do. You saw a vampire living a normal life, trying to survive. And that was fascinating, seeing a vampire trying to survive in a real world. And every time there's an incident, the vampire has to relocate, move on. And in between that, it was like a vampire in transit, and the story told from a boy's point of view. And it's just the power of the movie. For me, what makes a good story is not something that has always what aspired to, and it kind of, he gets it. You know, that makes a very great film in the sense it gives you hope and energy and inspiration. But for me, what has always affected me more and made me think more about is when you're almost there and you just don't make it, right? And that somewhere kind of impacts you.
So Anurag, what's your favorite scene from the movie?
My favorite scene from the movie is, well, there's one though, just for the visual delight, in the sense the unexpected scene was when the woman who's been bitten by the vampire is in the hospital, and the moment they put on the light, the way she blows up in flames, I think that was very well done.
As a director, Anurag, what do you learn from watching a film like this?
For me, what I learned the most is how it is not important to show everything. You have to tell a story, you have to have your heart in the right place. And economically, the film was made very economically. The shots were very few. There's no, like we keep complaining about, we don't have money to make films. But you see a movie like this, you can't see a Jimmy Jib, you can't see steady cams, you can't see anything. Just a filmmaker and his camera trying to tell a story and staying at a point, the stillness of it, and without boring you for a moment, without taking the help of background scores and this and that, which we often resort to, or sound designs, because we fill our films. What we do in our movies is we fill it with everything, sound design and background score and this and that and dialogues and everybody's talking and this and that. And still we manage to bore the audience.
Tuba.com